Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ramachandra, Jai Shri Lakshmi Nrsimha. So today I would like to talk about um, what would happen from the period of June 21st and 1 week after that. So this is an eclipse on June 21st. We have the annular solar eclipse, which is actually a very important event, but is not as dangerous as the one we had witnessed the last year, the solar eclipse on December 26th, of which I had made special videos and on which I had based more than 70% of my prediction about the present situation. So June 21st is basically a solar eclipse, and it is an annular solar eclipse. In New Delhi, it is visible as you can see it on the screen over here, and it is a very important event. So, what does the scripture say about this? The scripture Brihat Samhita by Varahamira, a great astrologer and astronomer, says actually um, it it gives a inkling to what would happen during this period in a wonderful shloka. Madhye tamaha मध्ये तमः प्रविष्टं वितमस्कं मण्डलं यदि परितः तन्मध्यदेशनाशं करोति कुक्षि आमयं च. That means that there could be stomach issues during this time. And also another thing that we can see during this time is that within 7 days of termination of this eclipse, there would be, if there is a halo around the sun or the moon, or there is a dust storm, or there is a cyclone, or anything else like that, we will need to revise what would happen during that time. But according to the planetary positions at this moment, with just Mercury in that particular place, not much danger would happen during this time. But certain things that I need to specify over here is there would be a slight stomach issue, including abdominal diseases during this period, and there could be troubles to NCR, Delhi, and central India, and crops and rain may be tormented. There would be irregular weather, and India and China border issues may be expected. Why? Because the main eclipse path is through India and China, and that could be one thing. And other than that, there could be more danger within 7 days of the eclipse, and it is highly advised not to step out during this time. And I would like to talk about some things more important than this, along with the technical details of this eclipse now. So this is basically on 21st of June, there is an eclipse, a solar eclipse, and I'm going to show you the details of this eclipse. The eclipse start time in New Delhi is 10:20 a.m. The maximum eclipse time is 12:02 p.m. The eclipse end time is 1:49 p.m., the period when we shouldn't be doing major things like eating food, drinking water, and using the bathroom, and also, you know, various other activities like brushing the teeth, oiling the body, and venturing out anywhere must be strictly stopped except if there is a case of emergency. The period for everyone, for adults, for normal adults without any disease, begins 9:52 p.m. on the 20th of June, whereas it ends 1:49 p.m. But the Sutaka for kids, old and sick people begins at 5:24 a.m. on June 21st, and it ends 1:49 p.m. So maybe most of you will have to skip breakfast at that time. So luckily it is at the beginning of the day, so people will not be skipping much of the day in this time. So it's very important to follow these rules. Why? Because this rule is very important. The food gets contaminated by the negative energies of the eclipse during this period, and our body also may get contaminated. So the only one activity that is recommended during this period is to sit down, think of God, and tell Him to remove all the obstacles in our life and meditate on Him. Chant special mantras, not too loudly and not completely inside, but closely guarded within your lips. You can chant mantras of Rahu, which I have mentioned in my other eclipse videos, etc. For example, I would like to mention one of my videos in the past that was made about the eclipse coming the 26th of December 2019. So at this time, I predicted what exactly would be happening during this time. And the eclipse has a lot of indications as to what will happen. You can watch this video about the 4 more days for the solar eclipse, the predictions and the timings for this period. You can check this out. And along with that, for further information on the eclipse, you can also see timeanddate.com. It's a very good website which talks about the eclipse and what will happen exactly during that time. You can see how this eclipse is working out. And that's the sun, and the one that is coming, the disk that is covering the sun, is the moon. And that's what is basically happening. This is a maximum eclipse point, and slowly it is moving off, shifting off, and then we have um, the eclipse ends after some time. So the moon is moving away. So you can check out a lot of details on this website, and you can change your location also. Here is the location bar where you can change your location to any part of the world and click it as it comes below. For example, if you want to know what's the time for Bangalore, you can just click on this and the time changes for Bangalore. But for now, we are looking at Delhi as that's one of the most important things. And this is the basic information of the eclipse. It's a partial solar eclipse. It is on 21st of June 2020. And I believe that something strange may happen within a week of the eclipse. But this is not as dangerous as the previous one on December 26th. That's what I believe at the moment. So, crops, rain, irregular weather could be seen, and that's what it is. So thank you. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ramachandra, Jai Shri Lakshmi Nrsimha. And one more very important thing is, my dear friends, we need not get scared of the June 5th eclipse. It's first of all not even a proper eclipse. It's called an Upachaya eclipse. And we don't need to fear at all over the eclipse, even over any eclipse for the matter. It's a wonderful opportunity for us to think of God during an eclipse. In fact, the Pandavas used to wait for thousands of years just to witness an eclipse so that they can chant the mantras and get the merit out of it. So let's also do the same thing. And thank you. Jai Shri Krishna. The software I've used in this video is Stellarium, and you can also use the same one. It's called the Stellarium software. And the website I have used for the astrological indications of the timings for the Sutaka period, etc., is Drikpanchang. For the astrological indications and for my research on the predictions, I've used the Brihat Samhita Varahamihira. And for the scientific timings, etc., advanced details, I've used timeanddate.com. So you can verify these websites and check it out. According to me, most of the information present in all of these websites is actually accurate. You can also use the Varahamihira's Brihat Samhita for more information. So thank you. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ramachandra, Jai Shri Lakshmi Nrsimha.